So you go down around here, go this way. Man, this place is a mess. Uh-oh. I hear something big walking around that way. Let's go this way. Okay, there's lights over here. This might be Cabot House. I do believe it is. Private property, no trespassing. I'm sure people adhere to that warning. Hello. Alright, here we are back at Cabot House. Let's go in and tell them about Emogene.
A huge sign on their front door. Rob me.
Okay. Was he talking about the private property sign? Is that what he meant?
Are you there? Damn, the signal is strangely weak. Go ahead.
Hmm.
Edward.
Uh-oh. Edward's in trouble.
I think it's clearing up. Edward, switch to single sideband modulating. Can you hear me? Edward, switch over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
This place is more a museum than a home.
Shut up.
How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Uh-oh.
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! Ah, there's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
I wasn't talking to you.
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
Great. Tell me what happened.
What happened?
The guards at Parsons called in that they were under attack. Edward went to help. I've only just been able to raise him, briefly. I didn't get much, but it sounds like the situation there is nearly out of control. I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
Uh-oh. What's this about a serum? Start of the secretive Cabot House. Meet Jack outside Parsons State Insane Asylum. So they've got somebody locked up there. Lorenzo, apparently.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew.
Cool.
The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old.
Awesome.
But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Great.
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Tell me about these abilities.
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Hold on, weren't you off looking for Emogene? Did you find her?
Yeah, I found her.
I found her. She's fine, by the way.
Oh? Good.
At least there's one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Yeah. I don't like taking orders.
I'm not that great at taking orders.
And it's time to learn, or neither one of us is likely to leave Parsons alive. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Emogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
So you may remember when we met Emogene, she had gray hair. So I'm wondering if she doesn't take the serum anymore. So, excuse me, we got a new quest here. The Secret of Cabot House. Meet Jack outside Parsons State Insane Asylum. There's been some kind of attack on Jack's facility at the Parsons State Insane Asylum. Jack and I are going to deal with it. Are we? I didn't agree to that. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Now, I wonder how long I have to do this quest, because I really don't want to do it right now. But, I mean, it did seem like there was a bit of urgency there, didn't it? And it also makes me wonder if his father, Lorenzo, the way they were describing him, he sounds like he's quite a formidable foe. And I was like, huh, I wonder if he's like, maybe like a boss enemy in this game. We're going to have to fight him and take him down. I don't know. Let's see here. Well, like I said, I need to go back to Sanctuary and take care of my inventory issue. Oh, I found the bathroom. I need a minute. Okay, not really. The heck? They got the newspaper hanging there. Ooh, bobby pins and Rad-X. That's part of your payment. Alright. Oh, you know what? Did I... So apparently I have free reign of anything in here now. There was a weapon upstairs, I think, that I was curious about. The Zeta gun.
Bingo.
It's mine now. It's mine now. Haha, I took your Zeta gun. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? And let's see here. Was there anything up here? Did I look at this part of the house before? I don't think I did. Oh, this place is big. And, confusing. Let's see if there's like anything...
Awful advanced setup for a civilian, don't you think?
Uh-huh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Let's see if there's any bobbleheads or... What's with the mannequins? Or, oh, well, I'm gonna take these rounds. And... Can I take the mine? Yeah, and the grenade. And the money, and the shotgun shell. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
Don't make them like they used to.
Just gonna have to deal with it. Undamaged American flag. How about that? Oh. Oh, okay, so she's asleep there. I see. Let's not wake her up. Oh, she's an ensuite. Nice. I'll take your Rad-X, thank you. You don't need it. Oh. Run to the wall there. What's in this room? Another bedroom. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here we go. Massachusetts Surgical Journal. That's why you search.
Perfect.
You've collected an issue of the Massachusetts Surgical Journal. Permanently inflict 2% limb damage. That is going to make all the difference in the world, I'm sure. Lorenzo Cabot's journal. Thursday, 8th February, 1894. Off Cape Cod, aboard SS Wakeful. I'm finally away. Emogene and Wilhelmina came to see me off. Emogene begging me not to go as usual. Poor girl. She takes these partings hard. Jack wasn't there, of course. He thinks I'm making a laughingstock of the whole family. Oh, darn it. I meant to press the button to go to next, but instead I hit the take button. But it's not that big of a deal. It's fine. Everything's fine. Scroll down to Lorenzo Cabot's journal. Okay. Here we go. He thinks I'm making a laughingstock of the whole family with these expeditions. Has no time for what he calls ancient superstitions. No matter. This time I'll return with proof that even Jack will not be able to deny. Saturday, 10th February 1894, in the Atlantic aboard SS Wakeful. The weather is fine and the captain promises a quick crossing to Lisbon. The red tape involved in organizing this expedition tried my patience almost to the breaking point, but I'm sure it was better to obtain the necessary permits from the Omani authorities through the State Department. I can only hope that my sheaf of documents and ready cash will be enough to placate the local governor when I arrive. Wednesday, 21st February 1894, in the Western Mediterranean aboard SS Wakeful. So far so good. I wonder if they said that back then in 1894. Do you think that they used that expression back then? Uneventful crossing. Metternich was waiting for us in Lisbon with the welcome news that he had perfected his electrical sensing apparatus, which is now safely on board in its crates. If it works as well as he claims, this may save us weeks or even months of excavation work. Monday, 5th March, 1894, Suez, Egypt. Still waiting to finish hiring our team of diggers. I am beside myself with impatience to be on my way. We are so close now, but I know from long experience that we will have better luck with an experienced Egyptian team than relying on the locals. Wednesday, 14th March 1894, Salalah, Oman. At last! We docked yesterday and have been unloading at a feverish pace. Any more delays and we will be in danger of having to postpone until the summer heat has passed. Friday, 16th March 1894, near Wadi Idam, Oman. We are on our way. Nothing more stands in my way but the impenetrable desert and the secrets of the ages. Ha! I welcome those challenges. They seem like child's play after the endless delays and paper-shuffling bureaucrats I've had to overcome to get here. Thursday, 29th March 1894, Empty Quarter, Arabia. We have reached the spot without incident. Some superstitious grumbling from our local guide, which I take to be a good sign. Tomorrow we see if Metternich's apparatus works. If not, we begin digging in the traditional way. Saturday, 30th March 1894, Empty Quarter, Arabia. Metternich's apparatus has been bulky, sand in its delicate workings, no doubt, but he has obtained a favorable reading in a depression to the south. Heat during the day is tremendous. We'll set to work tomorrow and see what we see. Monday, 2nd April 1894, Empty Quarter, Arabia. Nothing yet at the southern depression. Metternich swears that it wasn't a false reading. 2 more days, and then I'll have to begin a search grid across the whole site, as disappointing as that will be. Thursday, 3rd April 1894, Empty Quarter, Arabia. Success! Late this afternoon, the diggers struck worked stone, apparently the edge of a large circular structure. More trouble from the guide, the wisdom of not hiring the diggers locally now even more apparent as they pay little attention to him. Friday, 6th April 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. I'm now convinced we have found Ubar itself. We've uncovered several fragmentary inscriptions with runes that match the ancient texts. We've made excellent progress clearing part of what appears to be a monumental plaza. Wednesday, 18th April 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. All work has stopped. Sandstorm, one of the worst I've ever experienced. We are huddled in our tents in the lee of one of the large outcroppings and must hope to ride it out. The darkness is complete, although it is mid-morning. Friday, 20th April 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. Sandstorm continues for a third day, like nothing anyone has ever seen. The guide is becoming very troublesome. Some of the diggers are beginning to listen to his wild tales of ancient curses and forbidden secrets. Even the normally phlegmatic Metternich is beginning to show signs of cracking under the strain. Saturday, 21st April 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. The sandstorm is over, but 2 weeks of work has been undone. Oh wow. The area we had cleared is now buried under several feet of new sand. The guide disappeared in the night. I won't miss him, but the diggers are even more unsettled. Thursday, May 3rd, 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. We've located what must be the foundations of the Great Temple. So far nothing but stone and rubble, but something must have survived, weather getting worse by the day. Metternich talking again of resuming work in the winter, but I won't hear of it, not when we're this close. Sunday, May 13th, 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. I must record everything while it's fresh in my mind, although it's hard to concentrate with the crown right here in front of me. It's almost unbelievable even to me that I hold in my hands an artifact so clearly not made by any human civilization, but let me set down how it happened as clearly as I can. We had worked for at least a week to clear the shaft beneath the Great Temple. Even the diggers had caught the excitement. Then we hit solid stone, a cyclopean block, series of blocks as it turned out, obstructing the tunnel clearly deliberately sealed by the builders. We almost despaired of getting through 3 days of laborious pickwork. I wouldn't risk explosives here of all places, then break through into darkness. I was first in. The dust of ages covered everything, clearly a burial crypt. Sarcophagus at one end of the chamber. We lifted the lid, and inside, even I fell to my knees in shock. The diggers that were helping us fled. Metternich, white-faced. I feared he was having a heart attack. Luckily, no. We'll make a full catalog of the tomb in the morning. I ordered it sealed up overnight, not that I really believe any of the diggers would dare to enter it again, but better safe than sorry. I removed only the crown, reverently, without disturbing the body or any of the other artifacts. And so, vindication. The crown waits, gleaming as if new made, although I know it's older than any human artifact ever uncovered. Later, I know now that this city's name was not Ubar, and that this building was not a temple, and what was beneath it was not a crypt. I have so much to learn, and so much to teach Wilhelmina, and Jack, and Emogene. When we return, we will return together. Monday, May 14th. Metternich was extremely surprised to see me wearing the crown this morning, and tried to argue with me when I ordered the men to bury everything we've uncovered. It doesn't matter now. The sandstorms will erase all evidence that we were ever here long before anyone can stumble across this site again. And the city's location is now safe with me until I can return and uncover more of her secrets when I am ready. It's quite an adventure. Quite an adventure, and I am afraid of that guy, man. I am not kidding. I am really worried about facing that dude. So, golly. Oh, okay, this is the way we came in. There's another room down here. And this room has a terminal in it.
Want me to take a crack at that terminal?
No, I got it. I'll take the bobby pin. And the pre-war money. And the Nuka-Cola. Ooh. Rounds. I don't need the pistol. Greaser jacket and jeans. Oh, gosh. So there's a terminal here. Let's see what's on this terminal. Oh, gosh. This is one of these hard ones, man. Oh, get lucky. Holy crap. That's a lot of stuff. Well, it's break time for me, so I'm going to break now. When we come back next time, we'll read... Valentine like that. We'll read Emogene's terminal. I'm not going to read it now. And... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I guess we'll read her terminal, and then I'll take care of her inventory after that, so... But yeah, make sure you tune in to find out what Emogene has on our private terminal here. I'm sure you're dying to know. I'm a little curious, I must admit. It's a pretty picture. As always, I thank you for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, won't you let me know by hitting the like button? Feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think about the game, this mission, this playthrough, or whatever else you want to talk about. And hey, if you're not a subscriber, why not consider subscribing? Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you will join me again in the next episode.